Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 53 of Limitless Studios TV. As always, be sure to check out our forum at limitless-studios.com. Click on the forum link. We've got like almost 200 members. I think we might have hit 200 members.
Yeah, we're almost getting towards like 2,000 posts or something.
Yep, so a lot of stuff going on there.
We have a classified section.
Yep.
So if you have anything for sale or if you're wanting to buy something, feel free to post over there.
And then all of the other mix advice, instrument recording, all that stuff is there. So what are we going to do for this video?
Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about some acoustic panels. As you probably know if you've been in our stream or if you've watched the videos, I've built some do-it-yourself acoustic panels, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about how we built them and what kind of materials you need, things like that. So the first thing is, I guess I should show you the panel itself here. These things are 2 foot by 4 foot. They're 4 foot tall and they're 2 foot wide. It's probably a little over that by the time you add the extra few inches from the wood that we built the frames with. So materials you're going to need is some basic wood to build the frames. You can choose whatever you want. I think this is just made out of, I think we just used a sheet of plywood and cut that to work. Then you're also going to need the acoustic panels that are inside of here, inside of this panel. I got mine from atsacoustics.com. I'll put the link in the sidebar to that. It was under the DIY materials. I've got 2 different kinds of these traps. I've got the 2-inch that I use for reflection treatment and reflection absorption. And then I have 4-inch thick ones that are that go in the corners to absorb the low end. I guess you could call them bass traps, if you will. The materials in the 2-inch ones are the Roxel rock board. I think they're like $50 a case or something. It comes with 6 panels, and once again they're 2 foot by 4 foot panels. And then the other kind is the Roxel, what's that called? Mineral wool, I think. Yeah, it's mineral wool, and it's I think it's like $40 for a case of 6. And to build what I built here, which I've built 6 of these things, 3 corner traps and 3 reflection panels. So I bought a case of the mineral wool, 1 case of that, and then 3 individual panels of the rock board. And the rock board is more like your rigid fiberglass, which is pretty common in the acoustic world. But it's a lot cheaper, so definitely go that route. You can save quite a bit of money. Shipping was kind of expensive on these things, but it still came out cheaper than buying the what they call Owens Corning, the name brand stuff, and it's pretty much the same acoustic properties, so that's good. And like I said, I'll put the link to that in the sidebar. So you may wonder what these do. Well, like I said, these 2-inch ones are the reflection panels, so they absorb your higher end frequency, higher mid-range, things like that. They tame your reflections in your room. And the low end, the bass traps, they absorb the low end, of course. Back there in that corner, I have one of the corner traps, and then in that corner will be one whenever I get around to hanging them, and then in that corner there's one as well. I guess we'll show you a picture. I took a picture of the actual frame after we constructed the wood frame together. And I took a picture of that. I unfortunately didn't take any pictures of the actual mineral wool and rock board themselves, but it looks kind of like fiberglass, really. So I guess right now we'll show you the picture of the frames after they were built. This one is a 2-inch thick one, and as you can see, it looks pretty well constructed. And then in this, there's a little slot in there that you can put the actual panels, the acoustic panels, in there, and then you cover it with fabric, and then you can staple that or whatever you want. We used a air stapler, and I highly recommend to use that because the hand staplers get really annoying, and after a while they start to hurt your hands. So if you can, use a air stapler. for that. And then you can buy this fabric. I don't remember what fabric this is. It's some kind of like suede stuff. It's pretty nice fabric. But I got it pretty cheap at my local fabric store. I think I got it for like $3.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too expensive.
Yeah. I don't remember what the measure was. It cubic yards? I think it's cubic yards.
Yeah, it goes by yards.
And I think it was like $3 for that. And then I covered the back so that you don't see any of the actual material from the back. You don't get any, like, because it's not the most pleasant stuff to work with. And I covered it with this black kind of stuff that goes like underneath your couch or something like that. I don't know what they called it, but this stuff was really cheap. It was like not even 80 cents or something per yard or whatever. So altogether, after these things were built, they came up to be about $25 a piece. And like I said, I built 6 of them, so they were less than $200 for all of them. And there was quite a big difference when I stuck them in the room.
Yeah, there is.
The reflections are tamed a lot, and the low end is nice and punchy now as well.
You can also use them to build your own isolation, you know, little rooms.
I like to corner them around the amplifier because I record in the same room that my amp's at, or in the same room that my computer's at. So it gets kind of loud, and when I put these traps up there, you can actually not even wear headphones or isolation headphones or earplugs or anything like that. It's not even that loud. But then as soon as you take it off, it's like blasting. But yeah, you can use them as isolation. They work pretty well. And yeah, is there anything else to say about them?
I don't think so. We'll probably do a whole isolation or a whole room treatment video in the future.
Yeah, how to set up the room, where to place things, things like that. That's other important stuff, but in this video we really just wanted to talk about how these were constructed, so you can actually see possibly how you could build one yourself. I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference if I put this up here. I don't know if you can hear the difference or not from the microphone on the lav mic, but you might be able to find out later. But there's quite a big difference there. The absorption is quite well. I don't remember the actual properties on the panels, but they were pretty good. So I guess that's going to be pretty much it. I think
didn't forget anything?
I don't think I did.
All right, well, hopefully you all will be able to build some of those yourself. Pretty simple to do.
Yep, and they're cheap. It took a little while to build, but
because you can buy these pre-built.
Yeah, you can buy them pre-built, but they're like $400 a piece. Yeah. On Z-Sounds, so I wouldn't recommend those.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's going to do it for episode 53. You know, keep on checking out the live stream. We actually usually record these videos on the live stream, so if you want to see them early, usually we record them on Fridays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, around that time. This week we're actually recording on a Sunday, and Sunday streams around 4 o'clock, 3:30 or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep. So you can do your clock conversions off that. And that's also where you can ask questions and get direct feedback from us, so that's an extremely good place to get your questions answered. And keep on checking out the forum. That's the next best place to get questions answered, because not only us answer, but our community answers. Yep. And we have a lot of smart people on there. So keep on checking back on all our stuff, and we will see you next week in another Limitless Studios episode.